Who left?
It's somebody. Damn it.
You know.
Yeah. By the way, does this thing not have great sensitivity? Because I can't tell whether or not my noises from my mic of breathing and stuff are coming through or not half the time.
Well, it only happens when you're reading off of a script. So when you're not reading off of a script, it's perfectly fine.
Fair enough.
Just don't script anything then. We'll just all improvise it all.
Yeah, that's why I'm hosting.
Well, correction. Jay's doing it now because I got fired.
I had a moment again.
Did you do it again?
I did do it again. I forgot that it hangs up the phone call when I. And then it was acting up, so I had to close the app twice, and it still wouldn't let me in. So I had to just lock my phone.
All right, are we all ready?
Yes.
Where's my script? All right. Hello, one and all, and welcome to the second episode of the Speed Gang. I'm your host, Jay, joined by my fellow NASCAR nerds, Dice.
Hi.
Neno.
Hello, what up?
And Elite.
Good evening.
On this episode, not on the Dogleg Media channel like we thought it was going to be originally, we'll be discussing the playoff cut line, who makes it and who gets left behind. Currently, the bubble includes Truex in 13th, 78 points above. 78 points above, one of the many banes of my existence, Ty Gibbs in 14th, 18 points above, Wallace in 15th, only 3 points to the good, Buescher and Chastain tied on the line, with Buescher getting the tiebreaker, Briscoe out 99, and Kyle Busch out 119. Shout out to Todd, though, for being in the top 20. So, boys, what are your thoughts?
Well, we got a good points battle. That's all I'm going to say for now.
Yeah, I'll say this much. Everyone below Chastain is must-win. I don't care if they're mathematically still eligible. They're must-win.
Are they still mathematically eligible? I thought they'd be out of it by now.
Well, technically the maximum number of points you can get is 60 in a race, so...
35 times 3. You have to be... If you're 105 points back, you're mathematically still eligible, not counting stages. If you're counting stages, then...
I mean, the maximum number of points you can theoretically score is about 60, if I'm correct.
60, but if you score 60, you've won, so you're in. Unless you're Austin Dillon.
Well, yeah. And speaking of Austin Dillon, we feel it should be important to mention, to anyone who has not heard already, his win was encumbered, which means that while he will get to keep the win in stats and in prize money, it does not help for him getting into the playoffs.
He got bent!
Yeah, I mean, I suppose dumping two drivers will do that to you.
Oh my fucking hell.
Like I said, womp womp.
If we talk about this for too long, I'm going to go into a very angry rant. I'm just happy that they actually did something.
Aced.
Like,
They actually got it right.
They
agree.
did something about it, and I'm genuinely impressed.
Me too.
I thought they were just going to take their promo material and run.
Yeah.
Well, fact of the matter is that that's what now? It's done now. Unless Austin Dillon wins again, because unlike some of the other bubble drivers, he is in fact mathematically eliminated from pointing.
You know, being 30-something in points, that'll do it to you. Yeah, so moving on from Dillon, because we're not talking about officiating here. So the guys that are actually likely to make it in, barring another Dillon situation, sans the penalty, Chastain, Buescher, Wallace, Gibbs, and Truex. One of them.
Start us off, Jay. Who do you think makes it?
Yeah, so one of them is going to be the odd man out, and personally, I think it's going to be Ty Gibbs. Now, I know I have a disdain for him, but I have logic behind my reasoning here. Because he is definitely, of those guys, one of the most wreck-prone of them. And Daytona will do that to you. He's only 18 points to the good. He really isn't that much ahead of everybody else on the bubble. And JGR engine program. Because that's crapping itself now.
Okay, I'll bet $1 that Ty Gibbs is going to blow up at Michigan on lap 183.
I mean, I'll take you on that bet.
That's oddly specific. Do you know something?
I don't know. Maybe they gave me the script. Maybe they didn't.
Dice, are you going to are you going to break into the garage and throw a bomb in the car like Junior Johnson in 1986?
Jeez.
No.
That was a very delayed and confident no.
But yes, in
probably not.
seriousness. But getting back on track, like Jay, so you believe Ty Gibbs will be the odd man out, and do you believe we'll have a new winner, or do you believe that the other four will be the guys in?
I think Busher would have a shot to win at Michigan, honestly. Any of the Fords, really. But Bard, my guy, has already won a race. Honestly, I think that he has a pretty good... I really hope he wins at Michigan. I would so love to see Bard win at Michigan. But I think Busher could have a shot. But other than that, I mean, Daytona's Daytona, but I think... I mean, maybe Wallace could win Daytona, honestly. I could kind of see that.
Wallace could win Michigan. He was fast in 2022. He got second to Harvick. Last year, he was pretty good. Toyota's strong at these fast rules, but as long as they don't have an engine failure, which it's only been JGR that's had engine failures, that's important to note. Wallace, Reddick, Nemechek, or Jones haven't had any. It's all just the JGR guys.
Yeah, I think Wallace and Busher have the best shot of the cutoff guys to win in the next two races to get in here.
All right, then. Cool. And I'm going to move this on now. So, Dice, who do you think is going to be the odd man out, assuming no new winners?
I don't know. I don't like Chastain right now. Sure.
Any particular reason?
He was fifth, I think. Was he fifth at Richmond?
Yes.
Yeah, he was. The Ross Pants car got a top 5. I'm so happy. Yeah, you know, it's 50-50 split here. Because me and Nino both like that scheme.
Alright, well, on a more serious note, Chastain he was good at Michigan last year, but I feel like Ford's going to completely dominate the race. I think Chevy's going to be pretty bad. Larson and maybe, like, Byron get a top 10. Other than that, they're going to be pretty bad, so Chastain's probably going to be, like, I don't know, 13th.
Yeah.
Is my guess. So, with a 13th and Busher likely being in the top 10, or top 5 even, or winning, I don't like his chances. Wallace is going to be top 10. This team's on fire. Gibbs is going to probably blow up, like I said, but if he doesn't, he'll be like, I don't know, 6th to 8th maybe. And Truex, as long as he doesn't have Richmond every week, he's good.
Yeah, honestly, I do kind of agree with you, though. If Gibbs makes it, I think Chastain's going to be the odd man out. Because Chastain has not had a great season by Ross standards anyway. It's not
ironically, his average finish is actually the same as last year, but without the win, that's really shooting him in the foot.
Oh, dang, I didn't even know it was the same. Huh.
Well, Chastain was actually really good in 2023 until Darlington, but since then he's been a wash, I'm going to be honest.
It's been a bit of a rough season, but yeah, I get your point. Nino, what are your thoughts? Who do you think the odd man out?
The odd man out.
Take your time.
Nino, do you want me to say my thoughts and we come back to you?
Grandson. But am I cutting out?
Yeah.
A little. Right. Well, while Nino goes through the...
Yeah, alright, so how about you go, Lee?
Yeah, just come back.
Yeah, I believe Nino's having technical issues. Apologies. But yeah, I think I would Jay on this one. And I believe the odd man out is Ty Gibbs. I know that Ross has arguably not had the greatest season. He's a North. But the fact of the matter is that the tracks line up worst of all for Ty Gibbs, and Ty has no momentum. He's had, in the past 3 races, he's had 2 engines blow, and at Richmond, despite the fact that all of his teammates arguably had winning pace, he was 25th and getting outrun by Zane Smith badly. That team has no momentum going. And combine that with the fact that Daytona, he is by far the worst super speedway racer of the 4 guys that are near the bubble, between himself, Busher, Wallace, and Chastain. He's by far the worst. And while Darlington, he's all right, given everything, I don't have a lot of faith in Ty. and even without engines going out, which is not kelping.
Wait, I might be about to sound stupid here. Is Darlington not in the playoffs this year?
No,
it's the regular season finale.
I thought Daytona was the regular season finale.
Well, I was true with the past couple of years. The Olympic break exists.
I will say this: Ty Gibbs led 34 laps and got second at Darlington in the spring. And if Ty can survive Daytona, if Ty gets a top 15 and has no engine failure at Michigan, maybe a few stage points, survives and gets a top 20 at Daytona, and can get a top 10, top 5 at Darlington, he might be okay.
I will say that
that's true, but
has
again,
8 points over the cut line. That's not a lot, but it's like not nothing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it. The main thing is that I just seriously worry about Daytona and in general the whole momentum of the team. Like I said, Ty Gibbs' 54 team has clearly lost something. They struggled badly at Richmond, and I know who they say surviving Daytona is half the battle, but Ty Gibbs has a notoriously bad run at Daytona. Just last year, in that same race, he crashed out near the front and never recovered. Plus Talladega, he caused a massive wreck that caused Eric Jones to break a vertebrae. So I don't really like his drafting stock.
Never know though. I mean, yeah, he's by far he's not the best. He's not going to win. I mean, he's going to go win and make me look like a complete idiot for saying that. But
yes, thank you, Law. You jinxed it. Good job.
But like, he's not horrible. I mean,
he just has to have enough experience.
Yeah, that's part of it. He's usually got 15th to 25th place finishes. So if some of the other guys like Wallace, Chastain, and Buescher wreck out, and he gets an 18th, and he's
probably fine.
The cut line, he'll be good.
Yeah, Nina, what do you think? Are you good?
Can y'all hear me now?
Yep, we're good.
Yeah.
I think the odd man now is Ty Gibbs. I like him a lot. I like my grandson a lot. But it's just the engine problems. And then I guess you could say there's also a lack of experience as well, like I just mentioned. I think Wallace will make it in because they have been really, really consistent lately. And then Ross, I mean, he has chances to win. Truex is locked in my opinion, if he can avoid the engine problems and keeps it consistent. I think he's a definite lock-in. Buescher has a chance maybe this weekend. Hopefully he goes back-to-back. Or if not, if they bring back the same setup from Darlington this past time around, I think he has a shot.
All fair points.
All right, so I'm actually going to... I have a really interesting idea, and I'm going to use this for my playoff predictions this year. I'm going to do math. What I'm going to do is I'm going to think of how many points each guy's going to earn in each race, realistically.
That's a lot of work.
It's worth it, though. All right, so for Michigan, let's start off. For the sake of this, you want to just say Truex is a lock?
Sure.
All
right. Okay, so Ty Gibbs has plus 18 points over the cut line. Let's see, how many points is he this season? Let's go to Racing Reference.
Well,
Ty Gibbs has earned 602 points this year.
All right, Dice, do you mind just doing that in the background? Because I wanted to bring something up, actually.
Okay, I was just gonna have us all determine how many points they'd get from stages and stuff together. But if that's all right if I do it on my own.
Honestly, that's really difficult to even think about because, I mean, it's...
Complicated math.
That, and then you can't predict the future. Like, for example, Ty Gibbs is not going to win the stage 1 of Michigan. He get 10 points. What if he blows up? Or finishes 9th and only gets 2 points? So... I mean, I'm not trying to discourage you or anything, but I'm just saying. Oh, shit.
Yeah, well, still, you can do that And so what I wanted to ask was do any of you guys think that we're going to see a new winner? And if so, who?
I feel like who wants to go first?
Nina, I think you're speaking first, so you have the floor.
Okay, I think it would be cool to see a new winner because it just mixes everything up. Everybody's playoff brackets will get destroyed. If, for example, Bush wins, or Briscoe wins, Todd G wins, stuff like that, or drivers alike. So, I think I'm open to having a new winner. Me being.
Do you think we're gonna get one though?
There's a strong possibility, especially with Daytona, Darlington. What's the track after Michigan?
It's Michigan, Daytona, Darlington. That's it.
Okay, yeah. I mean, so yeah, I say there's a strong possibility we get a new winner. I mean, me being biased, I mean, I'm cool with another Amigo win, but that's just me. Imagine if he wins in the Daniel Pants card. I'm buying that.
No.
Yes. It's not gonna
yeah.
happen at Michigan, but that'd be so cool.
You know, he ran pretty well last year. I think he got a top 10 there last year. So, and he's got a new crew chief. And they honestly seem to be running better lately. He got a top 10 at Richmond. Got a top 10 at Indy. I think in 11th place before Indy. So I mean, hey, as long as they're consistent, I'll take it.
Yeah. Well, perhaps. Jay, what do you think?
Well, now that I know that Darlington exists outside the playoffs, I don't think it's entirely impossible that Chastain wins the race before that.
No, not at all.
Because Chastain's been pretty strong at Darlington. So I think he has a shot for a clutch win to get in at Darlington.
That'd be so cool.
Are we thinking of someone outside of the existing bubble, like anyone below 18th or below?
I could see NASCAR trying to get away for Kyle Busch to go win. Like
KSB
NASCAR
would be cool.
Happy late race stage yellows. Like, all right, let's have Ricky Stenhouse take another guy out so Kyle Busch can play some wacky strategy and go win.
That'd be cool. That'll continue his streak of, I think it's 19 years of winning a race each season that he's run it.
Mm-hmm.
So 19 years. No one's done that before.
Yeah.
So what do you guys think about Kyle Busch, since he's probably the most high profile driver that's currently out?
Hold on. We didn't ask Ali his opinion. Ali,
no, go on.
Come on.
All right.
Go on. Kyle Busch.
Okay.
I'd say this for Kyle. His only realistic shot's going to be Daytona. I mean, I know he won Auto Club, of which is a very similar track to Michigan, in that's a DC 2-mile oval, but let's be realistic, that was over a year ago.
The Chevys aren't good enough at Michigan for an RCR car to win there.
Yeah. It's going to be a Ford. It's going to be a Ford win at Michigan, more than likely, and
just an 8 car.
And Busch has wrecked out in both next gen races at Michigan early, like before lap 50.
I remember last year, but what about 2022? I don't remember that.
He was in that big wreck where Cindric went head on into the wall. Yeah, Busch was a part of it.
I don't remember that. I didn't watch it. I didn't watch it.
In lap 24 in 2022, and in 2023, Busch wrecked by himself on lap 14.
I guess that's an option we're taking out then.
If Busch could just stop wrecking himself, or just getting I mean, I guess there's nothing you can do about getting wrecked by somebody else, but if he could stop wrecking himself when that's avoidable, then he could probably have a shot to win.
Indy.
Yeah, Indy.
Yeah, I saw that in my front. I saw it with my own 2 eyes. That was embarrassing.
It was.
He just about broke his wrist from his own stupidity too.
Yeah.
Yep.
But
Unfortunately.
yeah, I reckon his only chance is Daytona, because super speedways, RCR. That's I don't care how bad RCR is. That's always a winning combination, or at least a threat to win.
Unless we get rain there and then have to field wipes out like in 22 again, and we get some.
Well, even then, RCR still won.
Well, yeah, that was an RCR win.
But still, that'd be what. Imagine that happening again. That'd be some wild stuff.
As long as Austin doesn't win it.
I would love to see.
As long as he doesn't win it.
Much I'd love to see that, it's not happening.
Wait,
I will say,
you'd love to see what?
I'd like to see Busch win IRL in the Lucas Oil car. That's such a good scheme.
Oh yes, that'd be so damn cool. Yeah,
there's so many opportunities.
How crap! Oh yeah, how many years in a row has Ford won at Michigan?
Too many. Let's go ahead and take a look on Racing Reference.
Because I know every year that I've been there, Ford has won.
Oh my God! Ford has not lost a Michigan race since 2017 when Kyle Larson won.
Yeah.
They won 2018 with Boyer and Harvick, and then in 2019 Logano and Harvick, and then Harvick both in 2020.
Nice.
2020 with Blaney, 2020 with Harvick, and 2023 with Butcher. It's bad.
I mean, I will say this Ford does have a new car body, but I don't think that's changing anything.
I mean, they changed a generation of car and they still won, so...
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know why, but Ford just wins Michigan for some magic reason.
Gee, I don't know why.
They're just that good.
Watch this now. It'll be the 1 year that they just all crash and have engine failures or something.
I will be so sad.
That's not JGR, buddy.
It's gonna be a Toyota. It's gonna be a Toyota winning or a Chevy.
I think Toyotas are the only ones that can rival the Fords there.
Well, until the engine explodes.
Yeah, but by Toyotas I mean Bubba Wallace. Toyota singular.
Well, Reddick as well. He was Reddick was good until his picture failed him.
I think Reddick's gonna have something screw him over if he's gonna almost win. So he's gonna screw him up.
He's gonna get another second place. Again. That's twice in a row. That's three times this season already.
Although, since we're on interesting topics, do any of you guys think that a driver, anyone like Eric Jones, Michael McDowell, or one of those guys could potentially win their way in?
If there was a road course before the playoffs, I think McDowell would have had a good shot, but since there's no road course, I think no.
Eric Jones is in too shitty of a car to win a race. Like even at Darlington, he's in like one of the worst cars in the field, despite the fact he's a very good driver. There's only so much you can do with that.
Here's the reason why, though. It's because Legacy Motor Club doesn't have an alliance with JGR versus 2311 has an alliance with JGR, and they get all their information.
They have PRD connections too, don't they?
And you can clearly tell that we're doing this at 9:30 at night because this person has not slept well.
I worked 8 hours, okay? I'm tired. 9:30 is not late for me.
It's only 6:30 over here, so I'm so good.
Shut it, you sun-baked potato.
What?
I'm not that sunburnt. Jeez.
Shut it, you sound like potato.
I'm not round. I'm long and thin. Anyway.
You keep telling yourself that, buddy.
No way.
Okay. This means more.
I'm gonna take this opportunity to end it here because we're going on a bit long here, and I gotta edit this thing in like a day or two. So.
Thanks all for listening.
Excuse me, I'm the host. You got fired.
Joke's
Hide
on
the
you.
hope.
I'm back in. I stole your spot by buying out all the stock.
No.
Bye.
So we're good to wrap it up here. I'm gonna start closing. I thought you all were gonna leave there. I'm gonna start closing up.
Oh.
Thank you all. Thank you to all like the 3 people that listened to this whole thing, and we will see you next time after this episode is outdated in only 2 days.
Shout out
Goodbye.
to those 3 people. They're the goats for listening. Damn, I hope that came in. I hope they got it.
Yeah, it's still on.
All right.
All right,
Good,
bye.
good.